and good evening. I'm your good buddy, March 7th.
Hallo.
Before we ever went to the Xianzhou, we'd heard about the war dance ceremony.
Entschuldigung, ich habe
And
Qualität
now
erhöht.
look! I am currently on the Xianzhou Luofu, where the ceremony will be held, bringing you the first on-site report.
Hey, March 7th!
Oh, Bert, bester Mann. Ich liebe ihn.
Whatever you want! Stage etiquette, remember?
Don't worry, Albert. I recently started training under my new masters, and those moves you just saw were legit. And look at my outfit. Isn't it just so cute?
Das Outfit ist wirklich
See,
mega,
this is
ne?
how an amateur host behaves. What kind of host starts showing off their outfit before they've even finished introduction?
How do you know the audience doesn't want to see this? Hey, chat, let us know how you feel about my outfit. Oh, thank you
Chat,
so
ja,
much.
mein Chat hat's auch geschrieben.
As a host with many years of experience, let me remind our amateur host, who's only done this twice, it's time to start the program!
Oh, right. Up next, explore the Xianzhou with March 7th.
We're not at that part yet!
Huh? Oh, all for just $19.99. This special discount is only available from the Interstellar Shopping
What
Network.
the heck have you been watching on the Zhanzhou? Forget it. It's time for the expert to take over. What you learn? Play the trailer!
Trailer?
Welcome everyone to
Okay.
the War Dances Knockout Stage brought to you live.
Sieht aus wie ein
Fighters
Turnier.
are ready. The final showdown begins now.
Spicy, stimulating. Something ominous has arrived.
Lingsha.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
The disciples of Sanctus Memphis. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again.
So hübsch, ne?
Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling prison.
Feixiao, the ports of Starscape Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately! I venture forth to hunt.
Boah, Gänsehaut.
I'll see the General's duty through to my last breath. It's inevitable! Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Your water turns here. Iron's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. We're both monsters and were born for war and die for war.
Pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster.
Boah, richtig gut. So episch aufgebaut, ne? Der erste Code, Leute. Wir haben alles gesehen. Ich habe wirklich Gänsehaut kurz bekommen. Ja, richtig gut. Der Trailer war nice. Ich dachte erst so, okay, eine Arena? Ist das ein Event? Ne? Gegeneinander spielen? Und damn. Dann kam es doch eins zum anderen. Trailer, weil ist wirklich so. Eigentlich können wir jetzt schon ausmachen, wir wissen, was kommt. Nein, nicht ganz. Übrigens, bevor jemand fragt, Untertitel kann man bei Live-Übertragung nicht machen. Erst wenn man sich das nachträglich anguckt, kann man einen deutschen Untertitel machen, ne? Nur, dass ihr Bescheid wisst. Das geht jetzt nicht. Aber der Trailer war sick. Und ohne Spaß, alle drei Charaktere finde ich peak, also richtig gut. Sowohl Feixiao als auch Lingsha. Und Moose ist auch ganz nett.
Welcome back to the version 2.5 Flying Aurea Shot to Lupine Rue special program. I'm sure you all are brimming with anticipation after seeing that trailer. With that in mind, let's send it back over to our correspondent on the Xianzhou and see what's been happening there. Hello, March 7th. March 7th, we're in the Xianzhou.
Albert.
March 7th,
yeah,
we're in the Xianzhou. Could you briefly describe to us? Seems like there's a little delay. How about this, March 7th?
Then I'll
Why
just
don't you
get
just say-
started.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Dear viewers, I am at the venue where the war dance will take place. The Sky Splitter! Let me tell you a secret. It seems like something big will happen on the Xianzhou. In this very spot. One of the...
Na,
Part
klasse.
7th? No, don't disconnect at the most important part, director! Turn it off now! We're having a little hiccup in our outdoor broadcast, so let me introduce the very special guest for today's program. The new Cauldron Master of the Xianzhou Luofu's Alchemy Commission, Lingsha!
Das Pet
I
ist so
am Lingsha.
süß, ne? Und
It's
guter
a pleasure to meet
Verkaufsfaktor.
everyone.
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing, Feixiao!
Hi, everyone. General Feixiao is busy dealing with some very important things, so she asked the Luofu to have someone fill in for her.
And finally, the
Was?
Shadow Guard
Feixiao
of
ist
the
nicht da?
Xianzhou Yaoqing, Moza!
Oh, Moos,
Here.
Moos ist da.
Let's once again welcome everyone with a warm round of applause. Part 7th. Are you there?
Are we back?
Looks like March might have a problem. Is it serious?
Looks like the issue hasn't been fixed yet. My deepest apologies to your guests.
Mr. Albert, there's no need to apologize. These things happen. We all understand. Please do not stress so much. It's not good for your health.
Miss Lingsha is so right. Then let's just focus on our studio for now. At the end of the last version, some not so great things happened on the Luofu.
Mr. Albert, are you
Verlegt
saying?
Moos, ne? Ich mach mir auch
They've
noch um.
invited so many people to this war dance. It's a huge deal. How could something like a prison break
Ja,
in
hier
the
ist die
shackling
Fortsetzung.
prison happen now?
Eines
Mr.
Duell.
Albert, let's suppose you wanted permission to exceed this program's budget. Would you follow all the right procedures to get your request approved? Or would you mix it in with a bunch of other applications the day before a public holiday?
How did you know
I just mean, the war dance, with the chaos of all the visitors from abroad, provides a similar opportunity for someone to take advantage of. Suppose, also, a little rabbit snuck into this studio. Would Mr. Albert let it hide and chew on the wires? Or would he put a few carrots on the table to try and catch it?
Rabbits don't chew on wires.
I think Miss Lingsha is just using an analogy.
Wer spricht Moos?
I
Die
get
Stimme kommt mir
it.
bekannt vor.
Setting a bait. Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by wash away the dregs?
Let me see what speech the general left for me. It says we need to take this opportunity to give the Luofu a good cleanup? Is there some place on the Luofu that's dirty? Please be assured. The Cloud Knights have already arrived at the shackling prison to begin rescue efforts. General Feixiao will personally lead her troops in capturing the escaped Borisan criminals and ensure the safety of the surface of the Luofu. General Jing Yuan will go to the shackling prison and investigate how this incident played out, while General Huayan will assist with overseeing the affairs at the Luofu's 6 commissions.
Whew. Hearing the generals are involved makes me feel better already. But what about Mr. Zhao Cho? He's still with the Borisan.
General Feixiao says she knows Zhao Cho has his own reasons for doing this, whether it's to pin down the enemy or gather intelligence. Ooh, I hope Zhao Cho takes care of himself.
I'll find him. I promise.
Ey, März ist wieder da.
Part 7th. Now is not the time.
If I may be so bold to ask,
Also
there's
noch
one
reden die
thing
sehr
I don't
allgemein,
understand. If
falls wieder
Hule
irgendwas
is
Wichtiges
the
mit dabei
Fox King's
ist.
greatest enemy, why hasn't the Yao
Dann,
Qing gotten rid of him in these past 700
Übersetze ich
years,
das gerne.
but instead just sent people to visit him?
Apparently, it has something to do with never dying in eternal punishment or something. My notes suggest asking General Jing Yuan later. He's better at explaining these things.
It looks like Miss Lingsha's questions
Ja,
will be cleared
Gängchen.
up in the Trailblaze Continuance Finest Duel under the Pristine Blue 2. The only thing left is the task of defeating Hule.
Hey, March! Are you volunteering again?
Seems like it's not lagging anymore on my end. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome.
Jetzt klappt.
Where are we in the program now?
Where you defeat Hule.
Huh? All right. That's enough jokes for now.
The audience is getting impatient, Mr. Albert. Let's start the next segment.
Let's go. Die ist schon ganz cool, ne? Boah, hübsche Ult. Bam, bam, bam. Das war
As
gerade
we
eine
all
Kampfanimation?
know, General Feixiao never loses in battle and is known as the vanquishing general in the Alliance. Today, we're lucky to get a look at the general's heroism in battle.
The general said, "Great victories are won by the whole army. It would be quite narcissistic and inappropriate of me to take all the credit."
Lacking general, lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
We can also add, lacking in care for others' opinions of her, lacking in respect for her
Das
doctor's
sah schon auf jeden Fall sehr geil
advice, and
aus.
lacking in peers when she's had too much to drink. That's what Zhao Cho said, and I agree.
Is that really true?
Everyone has their own way of doing things. I find this kind of general very interesting. But still, you should really listen to your doctor.
Uh-huh. Gotta follow the doctor's orders. The storyteller always talks about how General Feixiao leads the charge in battles. I just never thought she'd be so... What's the word again? Careless?
Carefree.
I heard the Verdant Knights of the Yaoqing are an elite force composed mostly of Foxians. They're the arrowheads in the hunt for abominations. And their fighting style is exactly like General Feixiao's.
I leave the strategizing to people like Jing Yuan and Yao Guang. My duty is to be the arrow that helps pierce the hearts of the enemy.
I've recently been learning some Xianzhou martial arts. Did General Feixiao leave any training secrets that you could share with me?
The general didn't mention anything. But according to Sushang, on the Yaoqing, they probably do 60 sets of strength exercises and then run 20 miles for cardio.
I think I underestimated the Yaoqing.
The general used to train me this way. It's not bad.
Isn't there a saying like, life lies in movement? Running makes you happy, so everyone should give it a try.
Only with the most extreme self-discipline can you become stronger than everyone else. Next, let's take a look at the general's heroism in battle.
So.
General Feixiao follows the path of the hunt and excels in all kinds of battles. Her basic attack and skill deal wind damage to the enemy using gun blades and a battle axe respectively. The general also works closely with her allies. After her teammates attack the enemy, Feixiao will launch a follow-up attack and increase the damage dealt to the enemy.
General Feixiao accumulates Flying Aureus after every certain number of attacks.
That's right. After she uses her skill, Feixiao will immediately trigger her talent's follow-up attack one time. When she uses her ultimate, Feixiao consumes 6 points of Flying Aureus and carries out a series of attacks on the enemy with her gun blades or battle axe. Then, she strikes the enemy with a final blow. Flying Aureus can accumulate up to 12 points.
Different combat strategies are needed to deal with enemies in different states. For example, the gun blades deal more damage to weakness-broken enemies. But if the enemy is not weakness-broken,
du hast zwei Möglichkeiten in der Ult noch. Wenn jemand gebrochen ist, willst du das eine machen und wenn nicht, das andere. Boah.
Flying Aureus is the spiritus bestowed upon the general by the rainbow. It's the
Alter,
source
wie
of
cool
her
kann ein
power
Charakter bitte
and
sein?
her duty.
The general's technique is also very unique. Using it during exploration increases her movement speed and pulls in multiple enemies within a certain radius.
Oha,
if the general attacks while in her technique state, the enemies pulled in will enter
was Neues
combat and
ne?
she will deal damage to all of them. The general will also gain Flying Aureus points, and the more enemies pulled in, the higher her damage.
The Azure Dragon draws forward, and the Flying Aureus lies in wait. The grace of General Feixiao is truly
überzeugt schon mal.
Let's just say she doesn't care what others think of her when she gets worked
Muss ich
up.
haben.
We also have another little announcement.
Muss ich haben.
General Feixiao's animated short and myriad
Und 2 Videos
In
kommen zu ihr noch.
2.5,
Animated
General
Short.
Feixiao will also introduce a brand new
15
trial
Minuten
for the
Wind.
Trailblazers called Echo of War Inner Beast Battlefield.
Die Augen sind schon krass, ja. Was ist das jetzt? Ach so! Ist das... Sag nicht das neuer wöchentlicher Boss. Wir müssen gegen sie kämpfen? Warum?
Looks like our tradition of fighting friends wherever we go continues.
Esna, Dankeschön für
I smell
52
the
Monate.
scent
Vielen, vielen lieben
of
Dank
blood.
dir.
This
Wie geht's dir, mein
flying
Lieber?
Aureus state seems unusual.
Yes, the opponent in this trial is a shadow of the general, and an apparition of flying Aureus, ecliptic inner beast.
As the saying goes, if you know yourself and know your enemy, you will not lose in 100 battles. Before you take on the General's trial, I prepared an exclusive battlefield report for you. Ecliptic Inner Beast and Shadow of Feixiao have 3 phases. Ecliptic Inner Beast
Phasen.
will join the battle starting from the second phase.
In der zweiten
Different
Phase
parts
kommt
of
das
the
Beast dazu.
can separately apply different debuffs to our
Der
team.
kann Debuffs auf uns
In
machen.
battle, Shadow of Feixiao resonates with Ecliptic Inner Beast's parts. Resonate will cause the Inner Beast part's next action to be enhanced and greatly increase the threat they pose to the team. Shadow of Feixiao's
buffen sich
ability
gegenseitig.
deals massive damage to all targets. When
Und macht
using this
massiven
ability,
AOE-Schaden.
every part that is yet to be broken will increase the damage dealt by the ability, and the ability will enhance the parts that are not weakness broken.
It seems like the
Okay, man
best
muss
strategy is to
den
weakness
Schwanz,
break the
die
inner beast
Klauen
parts
und
in
den
resonant
Kopf
states
angreifen.
as quickly as possible.
Vom Drachen,
Then
damit man
Shadow of
Feixiao
Feixiao is
angreifen kann.
much less dangerous. Attacking the weakness broken inner beast parts will deal even more damage to Shadow of Feixiao.
After completing the trial, you will be
Das ist
able
aber nur
to
ein Schatten
obtain
von
us the
Feixiao.
Sliver, Lingsha, and
Ist ein wöchentlicher
Mosa's
Boss, ne?
advanced trace materials. Friendly reminder, the advanced trace materials used by General Feixiao is Regret of Infinite Okama. Next, I'd like to introduce the new Cauldron Master, who has returned to the Law Fu from the Zhuming. Miss
Beides, Nini, beides.
Lingsha!
Lingsha! Die sehen einfach nur hübsch und elegant aus. Aber im Vergleich zu Feixiao natürlich, ne?
Miss Lingsha is
Aber
as
über
light
Fluss und
and
Feuer.
graceful as a wisp of smoke.
Also Healerin.
And she has a very pleasant scent.
You flatter me, Miss Gui. I am a healer, and I've always carried medicinal incense with me. I use fragrances to help me practice medicine, and some of it always ends up sticking to me.
We had a healer on the show last time, but all we could smell was hot pot.
Dr. Jiao Cho focuses on nutrition and food as medicinal therapy. I use incense to diagnose patients and am very sensitive
Fischl?
to smell. After
Kann das
all,
sein?
every person has their own unique scent.
What? Did I hear right? You use smell to diagnose illnesses?
A smell can convey a lot of information. For example, while Mr. Maud's scent is so faint that it's almost imperceptible, it seems to be a combination of fougere and woody notes, concealing many stories underneath. As for Miss Gui, I detect the lively notes of fruit and the refreshing scent of citrus. It must mean Miss Gui has very few worries.
But I'm not really all that amazing.
Cauldron Master, you're amazing. What about me, huh? What do I smell like?
Auf jeden Fall sehr hübsch.
Mr. Albert takes things in stride and is very clever. You have the scent of a very smart bird.
Oh, you. Let's get back on topic. I heard that you returned to the Law Fu this time and urgently taken up the position of head of the Alchemy Commission. What's going on?
To be honest, after the Ambrosial Arbor disaster, the problems in the Law Fu Alchemy Commission that have accumulated over the years have finally come to the surface.
Like rats leaving a sinking ship. Head them off at the pass!
Many healers are obsessed with medical research, but they very rarely communicate with each other.
Whew. The factions and cliques are complicated and deeply entrenched.
Fortunately, I've traveled and studied on many Xianzhou ships, so I have a deeper understanding of the Commission's current situation.
I've seen a lot of messy things, but it's rare to see something as messy as this.
Wow. The Cauldron Master must deal with a lot of trouble in her daily work, no?
Oh, that's just how work is. These problems can't be addressed or solved in one day, but I do my best.
But since I'm already here, I won't go easy.
Oh, what was it that Chinchua said? When the sky falls, there's always someone tall to hold it up. The Cauldron Master is both tall and capable. No matter how much trouble she faces, she'll be able to handle it.
Then I hope your words ring true, Miss March. Oh, and thank you to Mr. Albert for interpreting for me. The scent of this smart bird definitely
So, jetzt
has
erklär mal.
gourmand notes.
I heard that not only is Miss Lingsha good at identifying people by smell, she is also quite capable in combat.
As a healer, I excel at using incense to
So
heal
elegant,
others,
ne?
but also weaken enemies. In combat, my skill deals damage to all enemies and restores HP for all allies.
Halt und
Through
mach
my
Damage.
talent, my skill summons the incense beast, Fu Yuan. Fu Yuan launches a follow-up attack during its action,
Oh,
dealing damage to all enemies. It also dispels one debuff from all allies and restores HP.
Oh, this incense beast looks so pink and soft. It's adorable.
und es macht einen Debuff.
It's a creature I
Also,
created
sie
from
debufft
inside
einen
the
Halt.
incense burner,
Aber halt
and
sie
it
alle?
helps me in battle. But since it's an incense beast, it dissipates like smoke after a few actions.
Can we make it stay a little longer?
Yes, it's not too difficult. When Fu Yuan is on the field, I only need to use my skill to increase its number of actions. When I use my ultimate, I deal damage to all enemies and heal all allies. At the same time, I inflict the befog state on all enemies. Enemies in this state also take more break damage.
Oh,
When I use
sie
my
bufft den
technique
Bruchschaden.
before entering battle, I immediately summon Fu Yuan at the start of the next battle and inflict befog on all enemies.
A very reliable
Sie
Cauldron
bufft also
Master.
den
With
Bruchschaden,
your help on
heilt
the
und macht
team,
Damage.
your allies will be
Wahrscheinlich
well
nicht viel Damage,
protected.
ne? Aber deswegen willst du sie mit Firefly spielen, Feo.
Can I borrow the incense beast?
Oh, even the sound is gone this time! I'm done for. This is the biggest fumble in the history of this program. I'm so done for.
Macht Sinn, macht Sinn.
What now?
Also,
Mr.
Gallagher-Ersatz.
Could you
Gallagher.
help us out and introduce yourself?
Ich
My
werde
name
sie
is
für mein
Moza.
Firefly-Team holen.
I'm General Feixiao's Shadow Guard.
Und jetzt kommen wir noch zu Moose. Da bin ich auch mal gespannt. 4-Stars können auch ein Gamechanger sein. Coole Animation hat er auch.
My work doesn't really lend itself to being in the limelight.
Yeah, we didn't really think that through.
It can't be helped.
Wie
Mr.
düster die Musik
Albert,
wird.
the General said this is Moza's first time doing a media interview. I apologize for his bluntness.
Oh, no worries. I just didn't expect such a skilled general to need a shadow guard to protect her.
Mr. Albert hasn't fully
Er wird auch
grasped the
4-Star Hand
situation.
und Blitz.
A shadow guard working at the
Welchen
general's
Blitzhand
side
haben wir denn
isn't
bisher?
the same as a bodyguard.
Jetzt mal for real. Haben wir da überhaupt einen?
Mr.
Hand,
Moza
Blitz?
is mainly in charge of gathering intelligence. He helps the General
Gibt's
deal with
keinen.
matters that she can't
Nee.
personally deal with.
Einzigartig.
I've heard legends about a crow-feathered weirdo on the Yao Jing. This man fights crime, often hiding in the shadows, taking the heads of his targets.
Immer noch
He
ziemlich
strikes
geil, wie
with
im Hintergrund hier
extreme
Feixiao zu
brutality
sehen ist.
and has scared off many people who intend to do evil.
Jiao Cho made that all up. It sounds like there'd be feathers
Daran
all
ist
over the
Destruction,
place.
ja.
That's not me. I clean up after
Also
myself.
Zerstörung.
Oh, you really are perfectionist, Mr. Moza.
That's right. The general
Moza.
said when they were all eating hot pot at Zhao Cho's place, Zhao Cho went to answer the phone halfway through. When he came back, Moza had already cleaned up the
Warum
pot
sagen die
and all the bowls.
Moza.
I did
Lol.
what I needed to.
Der ist erstmal am Fegen.
Mr. Moza.
Serval ist auch Blitz, ja, aber die ist vom Pfad
Floor is
Gelehrsamkeit.
dirty.
Und nicht vom
That
Pfad
feeling
Jagd.
of finally
Jingjuan ist
eliminating
Gelehrsamkeit,
years of stubborn
Acheron und
filth.
Kafka sind Nichtigkeit.
It's indeed refreshing.
As expected of someone with so much initiative.
Er ist der erste
Let's take a
Blitz.
look at how Mr. Moza
Handcharakter.
performs
Also
in
Jagd.
battle.
All right.
Mr. Moza is a lightning-type
So.
character following the path of the hunt.
Hand.
Correct.
Basic Attack,
His
okay.
skill marks a single
Skill.
enemy as the prey
Markiert
and
einen
deals
Gegner.
lightning damage to it.
Yes.
Mr. Moza, don't you have anything to add?
Are
Guck mal,
you
unten.
asking me
Diese
to?
Markierung. Da waren Schatten, sind die ganze Zeit beim Gegner.
All right then. My talent will allow me to enter the departed state while a prey exists on the field.
Fine, I'll continue then. In the departed state, after allies attack the prey, Moza deals additional damage to the prey. Mr.
Ah,
Moza's ultimate
er macht
deals
passiven
damage to a
Schaden,
single
wenn die
target
Gegner markiert
and
sind.
launches a follow-up attack.
After I use my technique, I will
Und
enter
er macht einen
stealth mode.
Folgeangriff.
Attacking an enemy in stealth mode increases the damage dealt in combat.
10 steps in and one is
Wo war denn jetzt die Ultimate? Das war gerade
1,000
ein
miles
Folgeangriff.
won't stay his pace. The deed is done, his robes are clean. He buries them all and leaves no trace.
Er hat auf jeden Fall 9
There's
Stacks. Die
another
haben wir jetzt kurz
advantage of
erklärt.
hiding. When you're on a mission,
Oder
you
kommt
can
es
avoid
noch?
getting the area or yourself dirty.
Well, now that we've introduced our guests, let's take a quick break for our sponsors. The program will continue after.
Sponsor?
All right, dear audience, we now have some special news for you.
Hä?
In version 2.5,
da, guck
first
mal, das
half
sind die
warp event,
Forsters.
Trailblazers can
Feixiao mit
acquire the
Moves.
limited 5-star character Feixiao. The limited 5-star light cone, I venture forth to hunt, will also have a boosted drop
Krass.
rate. In addition, a special warp event will be launched in the first half of 2.5. The limited 5-star characters,
Oh, und
Black
Robin kriegt
Swan,
einen Rerun.
and Kafka
Was? Doch nicht?
will return at the same time.
Was?
The
Robin,
limited
Black Swan
5-star
und
light
Kafka?
cones, Flowing Night Glow,
Kriegen zum dritten
all
Rerun.
you need, and Reforged Remembrance
Gleichzeitig.
also return.
Wir haben 3 Reruns.
I need to remind everyone that in this special warp event, the warp count for the guaranteed 5-star will be shared among the rerun banners
Oh mein
and
Gott.
current limited banner. Switching banners during the warp will not reset the count for the guarantee, and each limited character can only be acquired from their own respective banner. The special warp events will open periodically, giving viewers more opportunities to invite their favorite characters to join the team.
Das ist die erste Phase,
And if you
ne?
don't want to invite them, you can still get more Stellar Jades and trial stages. In version 2.5 second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character
Ach,
Lingsha.
und bei Lingsha
The limited
ist
5-star
Moose Lightcone bei.
Sent alone stays true, will also have a boosted drop rate. At the same time, the 4-star light cone, Shadowed by Night, will be
Das sieht
available
geil
in
aus,
the second
aber.
half warp event too. Not to mention the drop rates for the limited 5-star
Okay, aber nur ein
Dope
Topaz
as a
Rerun.
Numby, and the limited 5-star light cone, Worrisome Blissful,
Topaz
will
Rerun.
also be boosted.
Warum erst
Alright, that's all for our commercial.
3 Reruns in der ersten Phase? Und dann eine Rerun in der zweiten Phase? Ha? Was? Das verwirrt mich jetzt maximal. Kassa, es ist zu viel, ne? Es ist viel zu viel. Ich glaube, ohne Spaß, Real Talk, ich glaube, sie testen. Ja, war 2-2 statt 3-1. Ich habe keine Ahnung, Jule. Ich wette mit euch, die testen. Weil ich glaube, zum Patchbeginn, Jule, sind mehr Leute hyped als bei der Bannerwechselphase. Die scheinen teamweise die Reruns zu planen. Ja, vielleicht kommen die aber auch irgendwie vor hier in dieser Story. Das kann auch sein. Vielleicht kommen die ja irgendwie vor. Ich weiß es nicht. Aber ich glaube, das hat wirklich was damit zu tun, dass die testen. Black Swan, erste Fall. Ja, du wolltest Black Swan haben, ne? Und Nini wollte Topaz haben und Moose.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Up next, we will be introducing
Versteckt eure
the
Portemonnaies,
latest
Leute.
news
Eure
about the
Geldbeutel.
war dance ceremony.
Okay, weiter geht's mit den Events.
But our communications with the on-site reporter haven't been restored.
Nicht weinen.
Leave it to me.
Ja,
Mr.
tut mir leid,
Albert.
Leute.
Where is the connection port in the
Zur
studio?
Not alles skippen. Dann weder Robin noch Black Swan noch Kafka. Oh, Kerstin, Kafka.
I brought back the
Beim
footage.
Kafka und Black Swan hast du direkt ein perfektes
Hi,
Team.
Albert. That was so scary. Someone with a hoodie suddenly gave me a hard drive and said something about connecting to the studio. What's going on?
I used a hard drive to bring back March 7th's footage, and I'll use it to send over the studio's footage. It's very simple.
Looks like we can continue the program.
So this is how you solve the problem. Will it not be too difficult for Mr. Modza to run back and forth like that?
Why? It's just running.
Zu Kafka ja,
My
zu Black Swan weiß ich nicht.
Then
Kafka
thank
hatte schon
you
jetzt
for
2
your
Reruns, jetzt
hard
die
work,
dritte,
Mr.
glaub
Moza.
ich.
Hey, March 7th. Can you hear me?
Krass.
Yes, Albert. The highly anticipated war dance is about to begin. And it'll take place on the Sky Splitter right behind me.
Oh, jetzt gibt's hier Infos zum Event.
We're in the port side audience.
Das sieht actually
seats on the
interessant
upper
aus, oder?
floor
Mal
of the
wieder
Sky
actionreich und
Splitter.
spannend.
The venue for the competition is just below us. Soon, the most anticipated event, the Luofu Ringmasters match, will be held here. To prepare
Könnte
for
Spaß
the war
machen.
dance, the Xianzhou Luofu transformed this old military battleship into the venue for the competition. So on the Sky Splitter, you can see many traces of military weapons. Like this huge cannon! This was the main cannon the Sky Splitter was equipped with. It's now used for ceremonial gun salutes. Whenever a ceremony convenes, the Sky Splitter will fire a salute!
Okay.
Apart from the competition venue on the deck, the different cabins on the Sky Splitter have also been transformed into different areas to serve the contestants, tourists, and the media. Farther down, there are more areas like the contestant training area and the Starskiff entry and exit hold. Currently, the war dance is still open for registration. If you're interested in participating, you can sign up in the reception hall. We look forward to everyone
Ist
coming
wirklich
to
ein
the
neues
Sky
Gebiet.
Splitter, March 7th, bringing you this latest report.
Welches
Thank
wir auch
you,
erkunden können.
March 7th. The
Oder?
Luminary War Dance, the highlight of this trip to the Xianzhou, will finally convene in version 2.5.
Totally. Lots of people signed up. Shangshang's participating too. The general also says
Echt viele gute Chats,
Making
ist wirklich
friends
so.
through martial arts is one
Es
of
ist
my
wirklich so.
favorite things to do. If I were allowed to, I'd go and fight a few rounds too.
If the general participated, there'd be nothing to compete for. To keep the competition interesting, the best masters aren't allowed to participate.
I'm guessing that the crew of the Astral Express chose not to participate for the same reason.
Of course! After thinking it through, we decided to keep our reputation a secret and let the Trailblazer play the role of the gray-haired coach who doesn't understand martial arts.
At the same time, a red-haired, iron-armed young man from Bellabog has also come to the Xianzhou Luofu.
Is that the planet that was once hidden in a snowstorm? I have
2.5
heard very
wahrscheinlich
little
nächste
about
Woche Mittwoch, sondern
It
danach.
seems that routes from Bellabog
Also
to other
1,5 Wochen
worlds
von
have
jetzt an,
now
könnte man sagen.
opened up.
That's right. This young man's name is Luca. Now that these routes have been restored, he's come to the war dance with the mission of showing off Bellabog's style to the entire cosmos for the first time. He represents the hopes of the entire planet.
Was ist das denn bitte für ein Lightcone?
The young man is leaving the nest
Guck
for the
dich das
first
mal an.
time and will be in an unfamiliar place. If he has no one to guide him,
Zum-
he will likely run into many obstacles.
Don't worry, Miss Lingsha.
Das ist gut für, das ist gut.
Don't forget that the Trailblazer is also coming to the Sky Splitter. Our dear Trailblazer is known for being a kind-hearted person. They'll definitely not sit by and watch an old friend flounder around like a fish out of water. During the war dance, the Trailblazer will become Luca's gold medal coach and fight with him through all the
Lukas
challenges.
Coach, was soll der mir denn
According to the
beibringen?
intel I've collected, the Luminary War Dance event consists of multiple competitions. In each competition, contestants must first participate in a point-based tournament to earn points.
Okay.
And only after accumulating a certain number of points will they qualify for the face-off match of that competition.
That's
Wir
right.
sammeln Punkte,
Our contestant Luca needs to defeat key opponents in
damit
each
wir,
face-off match
weiterkommen.
one by one before he can face the ringmaster Yin Xing in the final showdown. In order to show that the IPC takes this event seriously, the Interastral Peace Corporation will also participate in the war dance under the guidance of Coach Topaz. They may even face off against Luca in the competition. In addition, Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill
der lebt ja auch noch.
and the Knight of Beauty Argenti will appear in the arena in various roles.
Okay, wir müssen gegen
In
Butel
every
und Argenti
match,
kämpfen.
The Trailblazer will need to help Luca display his
Den versohle ich
martial
den Hintern.
prowess to the fullest extent and earn the support of the audience. The two sides of the match will individually earn vibes based on how much the audience supports either side.
So, the audience outside the ring can provide assistance?
It's just
Je nachdem,
increasing audience
wie das
participation
Publikum applaudiert,
and providing a more immersive
ändert sich oben
experience.
rechts hier dieser
Completing
Balken.
designated actions during the match and achieving
Also man muss das
highlights
Publikum
will
überzeugen oder so.
greatly increase your vibes and conversely cause your
Warum kämpfen wir
opponent's
immer gegen
vibes
Argenti?
to
Ist eine gute
decrease.
Frage.
When
Vor allem,
either
setzt gerade
participant's
Argenti eine Ult gegen
vibes
Argenti
reach the
ein?
maximum,
Das hättet
the
ihr besser
match will
planen
enter
können,
the
HSR.
enhanced inspiration state. The participant who earns the audience's support will gain stronger
Lady Oscar,
buffs
genau.
and easily win the match.
All right then, March 7th. Is there anything you want to add?
Watching the preparations for the war dance with all of you has my hands itching for more. It just so happens I've learned a few moves from my masters. So why don't I take the opportunity to show them to everyone?
Ey, warum ist die so cute?
Watch this! How's that? Pretty cool, huh? You better believe I'll reach the top of the war dance with my skills. When that happens, you'll all have to call me Sword Champion March 7th. Oh, ow. Ow, 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 ow.
I don't know if you become sword champion, but I do know sword champions will hit themselves in the head with their own swords.
Well, I am still learning. But I think that everyone who's coming to participate in the war dance this time will have profound martial arts skills, and we'll all be first-class masters.
That's right. We are all looking forward to enjoying a spectacular war dance ceremony.
I found the problem.
What?
This guy chewed through the wires. That's why there was a problem with March 7th's connection.
Isn't this a tusk fur? I have one too. It is a creature that subsists on memoria. Hugging it while you fall asleep can raise
Das
your
Ding
sleep
war
quality
Auslöser
and
für die
relieve
Connection.
anxiety and
Probleme mit
depression.
Schmerz.
Such a lively tuskbird. Does it take after its owner?
This is a little sudden, but its owner is the Trailblazer.
Oh,
That's
wir kriegen den.
Trailblazers can obtain the pet Tuskbird
Wir
by
bekommen das
completing
Pet.
activities related to the Luminary War Dance and summon it to
Sag
their
mir nicht, wir
side.
brauchen keinen Topaz mehr, sondern
Hopefully
haben
can cheer
ihn
you
dann
up.
zum Kisten
Thanks to
suchen.
Mr. Moza for discovering it.
Wir kriegen ein Pet.
Oh, why is my show so unlucky?
The team is currently fixing the line. Let's proceed.
Great.
Ey, das ist voll
Let's check out the other
süß.
exciting events this version has to offer. Riding the wave of the war dance ceremony, the Lawfu's Rumkeeping Commission
Oha,
has
finde ich
organized a
hässlich.
temple fair offering different fair activities at locations like the Artistship Commission, the Shackling Prison, the Sky Splitter, and the Divination Commission.
Ja, jetzt hast du nicht
For
mehr gesagt.
instance, the fun inventory arrangement gameplay that Trailblazers loved is making a
Ohne Lingsha, ja,
comeback.
das war nicht das von
Trailblazers will
Lingsha.
need to stack cargo on
Oh, das
starships
kennen wir.
to reach the
Das
shipping
kennen wir.
targets. Every temple fair
Das
activity has
kennen
both
wir.
normal and ascension difficulties.
Das kennen wir.
After finishing all the normal levels, you can unlock the ascension difficulty.
Complete different activities to collect rewards.
Using the Shackling Prison as a stage for the festival is rather strange.
It's also to spice up the judges' free time with some fun cultural activities and bring everyone closer together. and that's not all. There's also a fresh update to the Divergent Universe.
Ja.
This time, the Divergent Universe brings us new curios, weighted curios, and occurrences, along
das wird
with some
geändert.
tweaks having been made to
Mit neuen
existing
Kuriositäten
equations,
und so weiter und
weighted
so fort.
curios, and blessings.
Also
The
Abwechslung.
goal
Neue
is to provide
Segen und so weiter.
Trailblazers with a wider range of battle experiences and gameplay modes. The adventure domain in the Divergent Universe now features Cowboy Showdown and
Und man kann jetzt in der Universe
Firepower Challenge.
auf solche
Each challenge has
Challenges
different objectives,
stoßen.
wherein Trailblazers need to achieve the highest scores possible to earn adventure rewards. During the challenges, reward targets such as cosmic fragment targets and curio targets will randomly appear. Smashing these targets will
Ich
grant
brauch's auch
corresponding
jetzt nicht.
rewards, adding bonuses to the trials.
Hallo ist
This thing
witzig,
is
aber
interesting. It seems to improve eyesight and agility. Mr. Morza, would you like to give it a try? If not, I'm up next.
Direct face-offs don't suit me. If I must pick one, it'll be surging firepower.
Yeah! Since you're here, why not join the fun? We've added Adventure Arcade near the Divergent Universe's activation device on the Radiant Feldspar. In the arcade, you can try out a variety of new and old adventure modes.
oh, man kann die ganzen
Lingsha,
Modis
if you
da
got some extra
testen
time on your hands, you should give it a try
oder
too.
so.
I'll definitely check it out after work.
Aside from that, Dr. Ratio has added more path equations to the Divergent Universe, allowing Trailblazers to explore
Wieder gegen
even
Argentinien.
more trails. The synchronicity level has also been increased to level 80, and the research of geniuses and Mennonites continues.
Man kann alles Level 80 erreichen.
That's not all. The Divergent
Neue
Universe has
Bananamente?
also added 2 new planar
Banana
ornaments. Lushaka,
Movement.
the Sunken Seas, and
Alter, das ist
the
ein Bananenplanersphäre.
wondrous Banana Amusement Park. In the next update, players can look forward
Neue
to the
Materialien.
release of Stagnant Shadow, Shape
Wind-
of
und
Necrol,
Lightning-Type
and
Characters.
Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Gloam. By completing the challenge, you can obtain the Lightning-type character Ascension Material, Nail of the Beast Coffin, and the Wind-type
Moose
character Ascension
und für
Material, A Glass to the Besotted Arrow.
Feixiao, ne?
These materials will be used by Masters Moza and Feixiao respectively. The Planar Fisher and Rome with the Strange events are also making a comeback. Viewers, be sure to grab those double rewards. Whew.
Pulst du nicht für den
All
Rest
that
nie?
info in
Ich kenn
one
dich doch.
breath.
Nimm alles mit.
Take it easy on yourself, Albert.
Whew.
Ich weiß, ich bin auch, glaube ich, irgendwas mit Level 20,
Let's take a
30,
short
keine
break.
Ahnung. Ich
There are
habe immer,
even
einmal
more
mitgemacht,
great
immer voll
things
gemacht.
ahead.
Jede Woche. Okay, der letzte Code. Banana Amusement. Wirklich eine Planarensphäre. Denkt daran, die Codes. Das sind 300 Jahre, fast 2 Puls. Könnt ihr alles gebrauchen. Ne? Ja, kommt jetzt noch ein Highlight? Oder eine Überraschung? Das war an sich nicht wenig, ne? Ist aber auf jeden Fall viel Neues. Ich freue mich jetzt schon auf die Videos und die Guides zu den ganzen Charakteren. Hat jemand alle 3 Codes auf einmal? Wahrscheinlich mein Discord-Server. Da könnt ihr... Ja, nee, das ist Genshin. Ja. Die liebe Jessie. Dankeschön, Jessie, fürs Teilen auf dem Discord-Server. Das sind alle 3 Codes.
Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've come to the end of the show.
I thought there was more to come. It's already the end of the show.
Here
Okay, das war das
comes the
Ende. Aber es kommt noch was,
exciting
100 Pro.
part.
Exciting,
The
was?
audience loves most. The never-ending, never-absent gift of Odyssey!
Hey!
What? Why aren't you
2, 4,
saying
6,
anything?
8,
Before the
10.
guests
Sind 10.
always shouted that with me!
You're right.
Wollte schon
That's
sagen, das ist doch schon
actually
Standard.
Pretty exciting.
Hätten aber ruhig 20 geben können bei der Anzahl an Bannern,
Also in
ne?
version 2.5, we've added new system optimizations for our audience.
Oh, tell us about it.
Version 2.5 introduces a new
Neue Quality of Life
battle
changes?
difficulty selection feature and the option to reselect the
Oh.
difficulty after a failed battle. Trailblazers can choose between casual mode and normal mode when facing formidable enemies. If you want a more
Falls eure Gegner zu
laid-back
schwer sind, könnt ihr in
adventure,
Casual Mode wechseln in der
Trailblazers
Story.
can opt for the casual mode.
Is it using some type of sacred instrument to weaken enemies?
It's dimensional tech. You could also call it metaverse tech.
Finally connected! The show hasn't finished yet, right?
Not yet. We're just about to say goodbye to everyone.
Aww. It's been a really long day. Well, at least I managed to catch the end. I'd like to express my gratitude to Interastral Peace Media, the War Dance Ceremony organizers, my two masters, and most importantly, the Trailblazers for their encouragement.
March 7th! Get out with the acceptance speech!
I saw that other shows always end with a lot of thank yous. Anyway, I look forward to seeing everyone on the Sky Splitter, and wish all of the contestants the best of luck!
March nailed it. I could never say it that nicely. And at the end of the show, General Feixiao asked me to deliver these words to everyone. From providing testimonies to being entangled in the shackling prison incident, the Trailblazers are valued guests of the Alliance, who have come to our aid numerous times, only to face dangers repeatedly. There is undoubtedly a shortcoming in our hospitality, and we take full responsibility. We will swiftly address this crisis and provide a vibrant war dance for everyone to enjoy. At the same time, I would like to take this opportunity to present a small gift to the Trailblazer on behalf of the Xianzhou Alliance, wishing them a smooth journey ahead. Should the Astral Express face any difficulties in the future,
Einfach so.
don't hesitate to reach out. The Yao Qing is always ready to help.
Great! Thank you,
Einfach
General
so.
Feixiao! Thank you, Xianzhou Alliance! Let's all look forward to the opening of the War Dance together! Catch you all in the next episode! Bye!
Wait, March?
Also
There's
kriegen
something
wir 10
behind
Puls
you.
plus 1000 Jade.
What?
Also 15
Hey,
Puls ungefähr.
That...
Bisschen mehr.
Albert's on the
16.
Sky Splitter, then who's
15
this sitting here?
Trailblaze-Kraft, 10 mal.
Someone here wants double pay.
I really hope you understand where I'm coming from. Of a strong desire to improve
so nice.
myself.
See? There you go
Bei
again.
der Anzahl an Charakteren, ne? Dass die da raushauen, schon crazy. Das war's. Das war jetzt doch abruptes Ende zum Schluss. Guter Livestream. Gerne mal wieder im Chat. Ich frage immer nach eurer Meinung. Daumen hoch, Daumen runter, Mittel, Bewertung von 1 bis 10. Freut ihr euch auf den Livestream? 10 von 10. Fandet ihr ihn schlecht? 1 von 10. Was denkt ihr vom nächsten Update? Was haltet ihr von den Charakteren? So Gesamtdingens, Gesamtmeinung. Und grüß dich, Kitching. Schön, dass du da bist. Ah, du hast schon zu Streambeginn, glaube ich, geschrieben. Nur, weil es losging wollte, habe ich da vergessen zu reagieren. Sorry. Hallo generell an alle. 10 von 10. Daumen hoch. 10 von 10. Also die Charaktere sind mega strong. Story-Fortsetzung. Gratis-Puls. Jade. Spricht eigentlich nichts dagegen, ne? 69 von 10 wegen Moose. Also, es ist auf jeden Fall besser, als ich erwartet hätte. Deswegen 8 aufwärts. Ne? Also richtig, richtig, richtig stark. Definitiv. Definitiv. Ich freue mich auch sehr drauf. Da sind wir uns einig.